Welcome to the stream, everybody. Today was supposed to be my day with you, my weekend with you, but unfortunately, guys, I might be a little busy with emails and contracts I gotta sign. I'm not able to hang out with you guys this weekend. So instead, I have a better idea. Come on. Now, it's gonna be a little hard for you to hear, but hear me out for a second. You guys are really... How do I say this? Chat, you know I love you. You guys are great. I'm very happy that you exist. You're my little guys. You guys are a little stupid, and I think it would be conducive to your learning if maybe we got someone to fill that little head of yours. Maybe if we got something like, I don't know, a tutor, like a history tutor or something.
Did someone say tutor? Joel, thank you so much for trusting me with your lovely children. What are they?
Sorry, I'm still stun locked that you just appeared in my house. I'm looking for a history tutor for chat. I mean, you must be a great tutor if you just teleport into the classroom immediately. That's great.
Well, yeah, I mean, you clearly paid for the best. I mean, we don't deal in money here. We deal in souls and blood, but like, that's the whole point.
Well, anyways, if that's all good with you, yeah, please teach them history. They don't really have a lot of culture to them. I have emails that I need to reply to and go over, so if you guys can just, you know, take care of that. Do whatever you need to teach them.
Hey kids, how's it going? We're talking history today. Let me tell you a little bit about history. 60 million years ago, there was this race called the Old Ones. And in that race was a smaller, lesser race. They were known as the Necrontyr. Necrontyr lived short, painful lives.
Hey,
you do not
what am I hearing? Ricky, are you teaching them history like I asked?
Yeah! This
Why
is
am
like
I
the
hearing
most
about
important.
old gods?
We dealt with souls. What do you mean, old gods?
I
Of
thought
course
that
they're
was just
old
on your
gods.
website.
The assumption of a soul includes the thought process that there is a god in charge of it.
I thought you were just being quirky with what you were calling money. I still got a $1,200 charge on my bank account.
If you keep interrupting me, it's gonna go to $12.50 for the overtime.
I didn't hire you to be some kind of satanic devil worshiper and teach my children the wrong ideals in life.
Look at them and tell me that there is a god.
Welcome to Porcelain Parlor. Woo! Yippee!
Woo!
We have Bricky on. Bricky, thanks for coming on as a guest.
Absolutely. Thank you for luckily asking me to use a green screen that I happen to have already purchased just in case.
You are at least 3 times the quality of whatever Nags was doing with his green screen when I had him on.
Nags, love him. I don't think he uses the same camera nor the same angle.
I gotta talk to you about the camera angle because you already mentioned it. Chat, I don't know if you guys know this. If you look at Bricky and you've only ever met Bricky via seeing him in stream, you would think Bricky might be a very short, burly man because his camera angle is pointed directly down at his forehead most of the time when he's streaming. When you meet Bricky in real life, he's like 6'4". What the fuck?
I don't think it makes me look that short. I think it makes me just look like a normal person.
You look like Wolverine. It's a Wolverine-esque like angle. But I see you for the first time and you're like a giant walking down the street with an intimidating aura.
Okay, intimidating is a little strong. I don't know if I would go that far. But
I don't know, man. If you're as short as Chad, it'd be pretty intimidating.
Yeah, well, yeah, you fear that in which you do not know. But I think it's also just like the general amount you can see. You can only see chest up. And camera is obviously very close.
You
wide
gotta
angle.
stop pointing at it.
Listen, all right,
I'm feeling
intimidated
intimidated too. I don't like it. It was Matara who got you into VTubing, right? How did that start? Did she just react to one of your videos and then people were like, the anime women, they found you, hide.
So the big Warhammer video that came out like 5 years ago, lots of VTubers started getting into it because, as you know, VTubers enjoy their react content. I think the first person to like ask me publicly-ish, I think was Mel. And then Matara did it. And then I believe she reacted with her and Zen. And then eventually, after reacting a couple of videos, because I was like, yep, you're cool, go ahead, have fun. Eventually she was like, hey, because I didn't know that VTubers were big on collabs. Like I didn't know the sphere. Can we do this like fun stream idea where we react to like Warhammer memes and she tries to guess the joke with her limited knowledge. It was 5 hours long. First time I ever spoke to her. Shockingly good content. I still think it's one of our better videos. And so from there, it was like, hey, let's try it again, but with someone else. Then I hung out with Melody, and then eventually I passed whatever sniff test. If a test as
you passed the fucking drug test from VTuber dogs. They came up to you and were just like, yeah, he's okay, you can go in.
I mean, a little bit. VTubers are both very like collab friendly, meet new people, but they also do have a little bit of like a vibe check that you kind of got to pass. And then once you pass that vibe check, you're ridden like the village bicycle. You just get tossed around VTubers like a cheap whore.
First off, correct, but did you have any prior experience or knowledge of VTubers, or was it kind of passing?
None. I knew about like Iron Mouse. I knew Mel, but I didn't even know that Mel did VTubing. I thought she did the other stuff. I did know about like Hall Life folks, like Dura and like those folks.
Did you have any like thoughts on them beforehand?
Yeah, I thought it was weird. Yeah. I was an anti. I mean, not an anti, but I was like,
I can't imagine you having that much emotion towards it. I always thought of you as more indifference.
That was mainly it. It was indifference. It was like, I don't like anime very much. These are people who playing as anime characters. Because of that, I'm not really interested. And then obviously my opinions are far different now. I learned I need to do more bits or more like event-based things. And I always forget about like how to do it. Because like, at some point you just got to stream, but I prefer it if I had the ability to do something a bit more grandiose.
What I do is I'll pick either it's a holiday like Valentine's Day or Halloween, and I will just designate that day as improv day. I'll get like props and stuff, obviously, because I'm a VTuber and it works easier for me. But with that, I will just go and I'll be like, okay, here is the layout of today. I'm going to take my chat and I'm going to say, hey guys, I got a coupon for a restaurant. Go get ready, go get dressed. And then we'll have the start of the bit be we're in a car and we're driving. And some of the bits I had actually used you in a bit recently where I was driving on Valentine's Day to a restaurant with chat. The bit was somebody threw a brick at my car and it was just you hitting the car, and then I simulated a car crash. And then the restaurant segment where I have a friend of mine pretend to be a waiter. They know the deal, and their deal is to be really unsettling. They're supposed to slowly turn the restaurant into an eldritch horror. And that's what one of my Valentine's Day bits. I have a video on it, which is great. It's my favorite video on my channel.
See, that's the kind of thing where the VTubing world,
it's easier to do.
I understood more because of things like that.
It might be a little bit harder for you to do improv, but I know you did a really good improv where I think it was a sponsor. You had a squire in your house. That was really good. That was improv, and you did live action improv.
That was a weird sponsor. That was an Xbox sponsor. That was a PC Game Pass sponsor, and the squire was their idea. It also, but they were like, we want to do this kind of thing where Bricky has this golden throne and he has like a squire bringing him stuff while he plays he's a king in this video game. And I'm like, sure. So they hired the greatest white boy I've ever seen, and he's there and he's like chilling, he's reading his lines and everything, and then he goes out to like the front yard or whatever and he starts freestyle rapping. That's his like, and he's like going hard in this freestyle rapping so that he can like get his vocal warm up in a full squire outfit.
That's so funny, dude. It's just the idea of having a sponsor that requires you just to have somebody in your house for the joke is so good. It's so funny. Whenever I take a sponsor, I normally take sponsors for games that I already had a pre-existing interest in. I think Warframe was one of the most interesting sponsorships just because they actually were just watching the stream. Like, they watched the stream so much that in a Warframe stream that I was not sponsored in, when I accidentally revealed the next sponsorship date, they were like, hey, that's against NDA, don't do that. And I was like, how did you know? You were just watching me casually?
They just watched, and I ran into Rebecca at the Game Awards speech and
Game
stuff.
Awards.
Really cool. Yeah, that's right.
Balatro in the crowd from Mr. Bricky.
My manager took that photo and he's like, dude, we got these tickets from like our people for free. Like, this could be disrespectful. I'm like, nah, you don't get it. Like, this is gonna be peak.
Oh,
and then
my
he was
God.
on his phone. He's like, why is this at 500 retweets? I'm like, I told you it'd be peak.
Was it fun? Because I love watching the Game Awards. How was it in person? Because it's not like it's a convention. You're just in the audience watching this happen.
Yeah, so it was all right. So I would say I enjoyed doing it and I would do it again. It was more interesting with the people you ran into. For example, after the show was over, my manager was having a cigarette and one of the guys came up and he was like, please, can I have one of those? So we were talking with him and he was like lead cinematic director at Naughty Dog. He was there stressed out of his fucking mind.
Oh my God.
Because no one leaked. Because after The Last of Us 2 leaks that were crazy bad, no one leaked that new game they were announcing. And so like he was freaking out the whole time, and then it finally happened. And he was like, Christ, thank God. And then he was like, give me a cigarette, please.
I can finally take a load off.
My biggest issue was just like, there were these two fucking dudes in front of me that were like annoying ass heckler type folks.
We love you, Keanu. Like that kind of
exactly. Like those people. But like they were just so annoying, and they were just like browsing 4chan the whole time they were there. I'm pretty sure the person in front of me like knew who I was, because I'm pretty sure he took a photo with his buddy and I was in the background, and he looked behind him for like a disturbingly long time, and I just ignored him. I just like looked at the screen the whole time, very clearly seeing him look at me. Every time they said something, I crawled up in my spine because I really didn't want someone else around me thinking I was the guy yelling. I didn't want to be blamed for them.
That's so horrible, dude.
That part was the worst part of the experience, but the actual like game awards were really good. You know?
I definitely enjoyed the Kojima Jeff joke. I think that was probably the best one of the show.
Have you seen the edit where they just like shoot him?
No. What
No?
the fuck? What do you
Hold on.
mean this is an edit where they shoot Kojima or shoot Jeff?
I love this video so much.
There's Kojima, look! There's Kojima, look!
It's so good.
What the
It's so
fuck?
good.
That's so absurdist. What the fuck?
I know, it's just the instantaneous thing.
Do you have a lot of non-content creator friends?
Not a ton, no. I probably only count like 1 or 2 that I would consider to be really close friends that are here.
I still think that's a lot. I mean, I had one and then they got married and I haven't seen him in a while. So I'm out. I'm out completely. I do not want to contact anyone from high school because everyone in high school is a fucking weirdo that I knew. I was the nerdy kid in high school. So,
Same.
But like I was friends with most people. Like I was chill with everyone. And I thought my high school was relatively normal. I get out of high school, I meet up with somebody that I knew beforehand, and then they tell me everything that other people were up to in high school. A lot of people had sex and unplanned pregnancies. A lot of people were doing drugs in my high school. One guy went to jail for premeditated attempted murder. The guy I sat next to in Spanish class planned to kill his girlfriend, and I was just chill with that guy. I would go to class and it'd be like, yo tengo español, my brother. And
Tango, huh?
I don't know. It's the most insane thing that I grew up with being oblivious to.
Well, we didn't get much of that. We were an academic school more so. And so for the most part, people didn't have too much sex. They were studying.
That's what I thought too. And then I was told, wait, no, everyone was. What the fuck?
Where was this for me?
Well, I didn't want any of it.
No, I know not
how
you,
I
but-
went was that like I was in school and then somebody would be like, Joel, do you want to hang around and loiter at the 7-Eleven? And I was like, no, man, I'm gonna go home and record Halo Reach Forge map reviews.
This is gonna be my first of many commentaries on matchmaking, but you know, it's always fun. Watch yourself being silly.
I like how occasionally I'm seeing the chat here and there. I'm seeing all like the negative
I saw
comments.
the
and
one
they're
person
all-
say, I hate Bricky.
They're all my fans.
I love being in a collab and seeing my viewers in the chat because I'll just read what they're fucking saying and I'm like, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Shut up.
There's a difference in demeanor. Like occasionally I'll just pop into like Yuzu's chat and they just find the strangest 7TV emotes, I swear.
I hate it. I fucking despise going to my friends' chats and then half of what I say turns into a fucking emote if I'm typing. If I type a sentence in that motherfucking chat and the word the turns into an emote, I'm crashing the fuck out. If I type a normal word that is used in 99% of my sentences, like the, for, a, who, what, I'm going to scream. I hate when it turns into a fucking emote.
Wait, you have that in your chat. What the hell? You're part of the problem.
No, my mods do it. My mods have control over the emotes. My mods have the 7TV emotes.
Speaking of,
Hi, Cotton. Now that you pointed out, I have to do my intro now.
I will just stare at you.
Welcome to the Stream Raiders. Hope you're having a nice night and thank you for coming by.
Right, I was PorcelainMaid.
Why did you get the name Bricky, by the way? I'm sure you've told
Randomly
this a billion
generated.
times.
Randomly generated
Was your
Microsoft
Xbox gamer
username.
tag? Yeah.
It was Bricky Orchid 8. A lot of the questions that you asked me, actually, I made a video recently about my 10-year anniversary. It kind of goes through like most of those questions.
Hold on.
But,
The
all right,
fact
what I-
that I have said that there are multiple Bricky lookalikes on YouTube. You haven't talked about that yet.
I'm a white dude with an undercut and a fucking beard in California. What do you mean? Of
hold
course
on.
there are.
It's more than just that, I swear to God. Where's Raffle Light with a beard? Hold on. There we go.
He's not quite like me. He's got he doesn't have the beard. He doesn't have the same haircut.
If he had the beard, I
This does
think I
not
see
look
it.
like me at all. Now go to the War Owl. Now we do look very alike.
War Owl. No,
alike.
no, what? You guys do not look alike. This guy?
A little bit.
No, you don't. You look more like Raffle than you do this guy.
Disagree on that one.
This is not the same.
He's got the hair. He's got the beard. He's got the color of the hair. It's definitely closer than Ruffle.
I disagree. Hold on.
I get to
Him!
escape.
Yes! Yes! Him! Come on!
Yeah, it's closer. Yeah,
Come
that
on,
one's definitely
man.
closer. Yeah, all right.
If
that
he
one's-
puts
that
on
one's
glasses
fair.
and he loves
Yeah,
Warhammer too.
That's pretty fucking valid. I'm not gonna lie. I see that one. That's the closest by far. Anyway, I should eat. Joel, thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks for
genuinely
coming on.
appreciate it. And also, thank you, chat, so much for all of your
you gotta
help
stop doing
with
that,
all
man.
of this stuff. Watch your
It's
eyes,
like
by the way.
poking a fucking fishbowl. It's like knocking on the fish lens. You don't do that.
But it's so funny, though.
It's gonna fuck with their developmental state. Like, they're gonna... No, don't do that. Any last words? Anything you're gonna be going to or doing? Anything planned?
Oh, no,
Well, there he goes.
No, shit.